Alright, you two guys, let's go over the attachments that the Kirby has for you guys that don't know what they do. So, to convert your Kirby to a hose mode, to use its many attachments, you lift up the headlight hood, turn the belt lifter until the red arrows line up, then you unlock it and take it off. Something I like to do is turn it until the green arrows line up, that way it preserves the belt. Now, with the hose, has these little two hooks that go on this bar. You hook them on there, and then turn this to your right until, and then you lower the headlight hood, and now you're ready for any canister cleaning. But now let's go over some of the attachments it has. So you have this suction control grip, what people commonly call as the elbow. And what this does is when you're using it as a hose, you can slide this around. And what that does is it controls. So like, let's say if the full power of the Kirby is too much, you can slide this up a bit to take back some of the Kirby's power. So like, this really does help if like the Kirby's hose airflow is way too aggressive. You can turn it down a bit. And then you have two extension tubes for if you want to reach in some places. You can attach this to the elbow, and then you can attach, one of the attachments I use the most is the floor pad. This is one of my most used attachments. So you just screw, and these attachments don't require much twisting to get them on there. These attachments twist on there and they're in there quite easily. So this floor pad gets used for, is mostly useful on hard floors. You can use it to get under furniture. Give you a quick demo. That's actually something, how effective is this floor pad on carpets? I don't know, and I haven't tested it. But you know what? I think I'm actually going to do a flower under carpet test with a floor pad and see how effective it is. Is it effective on carpets at all? I don't know. We'll have to see. But anyways, we'll save that for another video. Next, so these four attachments come in handy for floors. So, and here's another favorite attachment of mine, the zip brush. This zip brush is a pretty effective tool for if you have pet hair or if you're vacuuming cars. It isn't too good for like loads of sand, but it can handle some. If you vacuum like loads of sand, it will spit it around. But for pet hair or just vacuuming regular furniture, this is a great tool. This will do pretty good with pet hair or anything, just as long as these brushes don't get clogged and they don't get too full of it. But this is another favorite tool of mine. It does get the job done quite nicely. Another tool is a massage cup, or actually, yeah. So this can be used on your hair, although this tool has earned other uses other than like being used on your hair. Like if you like come home from a haircut, you know, and you don't want to take a shower, you can just use this to vacuum out your hair to get any extra loose hair. It actually does work. So another thing this is useful for is grooming carpets. This This thing can also works pretty good with pet hair. You can use this for pet hair, especially if there's large chunks of it. But it's good for like taking out like chair dents. Like if you move a chair and there's like a little chair dent, this is good for taking it out. So it really is good for taking out chair dents. So probably works better. I think this works better than a carpet fluffer for taking out chair dents. Another tool that people probably commonly use is the upholstery tool. This is for like straight suctioning upholstery and mostly other stuff. You can also use it for like short cleanups on hard floors. It does work good, and in fact I'll show you. So it works quite nicely. And then next tool on our list is the dusting brush. This is good for like dusting, this can dust little, probably lamps, probably. It can dust tables, it can dust hard floors even if there's just a little spot you want to get. You can dust bookshelves off with this or anything like that. I know I used it on carpet. Normally you would not use this on carpet. You would use them on hard surfaces. Next up on our list is the crevice tool. This tool I would not recommend using for long periods of time because it does clog up the Kirby's airflow and heats up the motor in a period of time, but this is good for like getting in tight spaces or under ovens or fridges. Or doing edges. In fact, if you want, you can use this little, it comes with a brush. So you can use a brush for like, if you're doing carpet edges, you can use this to remove any extra hair or anything like that. And then this is another like the tool of mine. This is a walling and ceiling brush. It does earn its name in clean walls and ceilings if you like lots of cobwebs or anything you want to remove. This does get the job done. And how you normally do that is, or cleaning drapes too, it can also clean drapes. How you would normally do that is you would set up the extension tubes, put the suction control grip, and then you would attach your wall and ceiling brush and use it like this. And you would attach your hose to the end of it. But actually, if you don't want to use a zip brush or anything, you have like large clobs of hair, this also works well for it because it's brush. Or if you have hair on your upholstery, this does work well for it. It will get the job done. And then, I know I have another tool. It appears I may have lost my deflator tool. There's an attachment called the inflator deflator tool. It will help you inflate toys, beach balls, and anything like that. I don't know where mine is, but it's basically like you can turn this into a little air pump and it's blower mode. Do I recommend using it? No, it'll overheat it'll heat up your motor. It clogs up much of the airflow. You can use better tools than it. This, and when you do, and even for air mattresses, just using a hose like this is fine. Now for if you convert it to your blower mode, which I'll remove the bag here. If you want to know how to convert it, go on details on converting it, go ahead and go to my conversion video. But basically, you put on your hose and your air intake guard, put down the headlight, and then there's a little spray bottle like this. And you can put water in it and spray your plants to water them or anything like that. Or you can put this on it. Put shampoo, Kirby shampoo in here along with some water. In fact, it even has markings on it that say how much you put in. And then you attach this end cap to it and you can shampoo. Just take a brush, rub it in after you're done spraying it. And you can turn this to adjust how much you turn, to how much you apply. So that's covering most of the Kirby's attachments. There are extras like the turbo accessory and more. I don't have them though, but there you go. I hope you enjoyed the video, and stay tuned. If you like this video, give it a like, please. If you like the vacuums I have or the demos I do, please consider subscribing and stay tuned for more. If you have any questions, feel free to comment them down and I'll get back to you as soon as possible.